Hi guys, welcome back to Cynthia and Friends. I know it has been a while, but today I am here with the Mendem, and we're going to be talking about life things and health stuff as well. How are you all doing?
Hello, everyone. My name is Nambi. I'm a serial entrepreneur. You get to know me better as we go on.
Okay. Next person.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chima. I'm just a tech guy. Hi, everyone. My name is Chigozie. I'm just a businessman.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. I know we've been trying to do this for a while, but because of you all busy schedule, I'm glad that we're able to do it today. So we're going to get into it.
Guys, how are you guys feeling?
Good.
How are you guys feeling? Y'all look good.
Yeah.
I guess you guys look good and feel good. So let's dive into it, okay? How's life been lately? And I'll start from the end over there with, is it Nnamdi?
Yes.
So how's life been lately for you, young man?
Life is good, I must say. Life is great. Thankful for everything. Have no complaints about life.
Okay,
Good.
that's good. Man in black?
Life is great so far. We thank God. We can't complain. Everything moving right along.
That's good.
Yeah, life is good as well. We're pushing through it for sure.
Guys, so we are going to jump into the career space. I know I asked you guys how you guys are feeling, and like you guys said, y'all look good and y'all feel good. With that being said, tomorrow is work day. Is anybody nervous to go back to work tomorrow?
Not really, because I work every day, so it's just like every day too.
Right.
From home, so I wouldn't. I work from home, so I never not going back to work.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you're a boss at your work, you make the rules, you make the calendar, you make the plans. Well, they're all working for your schedule, so you know how to pattern your schedules to get some free time during work. I look forward to work.
All
I think
right.
I'm a workaholic.
How is your workspace currently? Like, how is the work atmosphere for you? The work environment, how would you describe it?
Yeah. Especially you. You said Chima, you work remotely, right? How was that? You love it?
So far, yes, I do. Sometimes it could be a little bit, tedious where you have to run a lot of meetings and then you have to talk to a lot of clients and somebody's pulling you from one end to one end. There's a bunch of emails going on. But at the same time, it's part of work, so there's much we can do.
Okay. Who else would work remotely? Do you
I
work
work-
remotely?
I do.
Okay.
I do work remotely, and I'm thankful for the past 4 years. I've been 100% remote, but in my capacity, I kind of create my work schedule for myself, and I have a lot of people working under me, and
Okay.
I kind of make my meetings to suit my my availability.
Okay.
So if I'm available, I'm 100% in there, but I do have time for myself, on the side.
That's
Well, I don't have the luxury to work remotely, so I have to go into work every day because I have to be present while the business is running. It hasn't been easy having to commute, but you know, I kind of enjoy it most of the time because I can see myself staying home working remotely like this guys.
So what do you do, sir?
Just running business.
Okay, so you're a businessman.
Yes.
Nice. What,
Adobo.
Adobo in the house. What do you do, sir?
So I work in the security field. I deal with a lot of threat intelligence and in general a lot of cybersecurity stuff.
Right.
So I make sure everything is good.
Okay. And you?
You can call me a tech brother as well.
Take guru.
Yes. One of those things in tech. I'm majoring in the data field. I mentioned that I'm a serial entrepreneur, so my hands are into a lot of pots out here, but
Okay.
9 to 5 wise, I like that book.
Okay. So both of you are getting all three of you are getting money out here.
They're just trying. They're trying.
Well, that's nice. That's actually nice to hear that we have men out here who are getting the money, and not just that, they're making sure that things are okay at home. Talking about home.
Right? Hey, thank you guys for being open. As far as what you guys do. So now I'll go into the next question. Is so far, do any of you guys have any regret in what you're currently doing? Kind of wish you can go back and do something else. Well, how are you guys feeling? Any regrets?
Uh, I would say no, because looking back, uh, how I started.
What did you start?
I started working for someone
Okay.
in my line of business and getting to learn how to do this business and then having to be independent myself. So I'm really grateful for having to get to where I am today. So I don't think I have any regret at all.
Okay, so you feel like it's very rewarding, and if you were to go back, you wouldn't change it, right?
Well, not
Okay.
That's nice. That's really good.
What about you, sir?
I don't have any regrets. I always wanted to be in tech space, so I had a passion as a child growing up. So I mean, it has always been my thing to be technical. So
How long have you been in the tech field?
uh, going there approximately 12 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's been a long journey. So there's no regrets in it.
Okay. What about you, sir?
Have zero regrets of being doing what I do. I'm in the tech field. Um, I'm seasoned at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 10 years in the industry. If I was to be born right now, I would still go into tech because technology is our life, our way. We're going deeper and deeper into tech. So I have no regrets. I'm happy with what I chose as my life work. And I'm here to mentor the younger people too, to show them that they can have a future with tech as well.
Okay. So since both of you are in the tech field, do you teach people, like other people who want to get into the tech field, private classes or something like that?
Well, not at the moment for me, but I used to. I had a class about a year ago, 2 years ago, but I was very successful.
Okay.
I don't mind doing it now if I have, students who want to learn, be able to teach them and that, and like show them the ways to get it. And also, you don't have to have that thing around to get it. It's better if you have the time and the time is to get it.
Okay. Do you teach or no?
I used to teach.
Okay.
I used to have a class on Zoom
Okay.
that I teach, but that was back in the day. I haven't been teaching for the past 3-4 years now, but I do mentor people, tell them about tech, show them different pathways that they could take in tech, and ultimately just be like some kind of guiding hand to tell them what programming language that they should learn, what technology infrastructure or infrastructure field they should learn, and basically just be there as not basically holding their hands, but showing them that this is what you can do. It's limitless in technology.
That's good. That's good.
All right. What about you, sir? That you are in a business field. How do you reach out to like the younger community or like people who want to learn and get in the same space that you are in right now? Do you have any platform that you have open for them? Are you willing to have somebody like shadow or do an apprenticeship with you?
I mean, most of my sales people, I do try to encourage them to make their moves if they see a better opportunity than just working for me. I also like tell them how to manage their finances, especially the ones making more money than most people. We just that's hey.
That's about it.
All right. So in regards of your field, we've seen a lot of gatekeeping, right? When it comes to career or whatever space you want to talk about, right? But let's focus on the career and the gatekeeping in regards of business or corporate world, has it affected you in any way? And if it has, you guys want to share, how did you overcome it? Like, how did you not let that affect, your journey or your tenacity to enter that space that you're still looking for to be in, So, like, how did you guys overcome the gatekeeping that you guys have encountered, if you have? Well, let's start with that. And have you guys encountered gatekeeping?
Let me say something about that. In the 90s and in the early 2000s, there were two professions that most Africans, let me speak for Nigerians, go into. It was either you were going into the nursing field or you were working in a correction facility. Okay. And some of our old uncles and aunties that were here back in the day, once you come in, no matter what you studied, they just tell you, hey, do nursing or get the form and go and work in a correction facility. Okay. They were so myopic in their views in life and they didn't even know where they were because they just came in and someone told them, oh, nursing makes $30, $40 a month. An hour. Just go and do it. And they were doing it for the longest time. And even when people came in late 2000s and they studied IT, they would discourage them, So to me, that's some kind of gatekeeping because they don't they don't believe that whatever you studied makes sense. You know what I mean? They just want you to know, to go through the tried and trusted way, which was nursing or correction facility. And now I'm not shitting on any of those two courses or professions, but there is more to life than those two. So I did have my fair share of firewalls, let me use that way, to these people. When I came in the early 2000s here, a lot of them were like, oh, they don't understand what you're talking about with IT. Just get a form in nursing and go to one of these colleges and then just do 2 years and then come out and then you join the workforce. I think in the beginning, I didn't understand that. And I tried to make them understand that this is my path, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, this is what I was born to do. And I faced some resistance along the way. When they finally saw that I was resolute in my in whatever I wanted to do, they eventually gave way. I started small, I'll tell you. I started as a help desk, and from there I went to a desktop engineer. Yeah. And from there I went full blown software engineer, and then from there into the data field. So it's a progression. Mm-hmm. But yes, there was some resistance because people didn't know what IT was all about. Right. Back in the day, they just wanted you to do nothing. So yeah, okay. There is some gatekeeping going on. Okay.
What about you, sir?
I don't think I expressed any of them. It was more solely of I know what I wanted to do and just went straight to it.
So you never had anybody, so you never reached out to anyone to assist you with anything like resources, what you need to do in order for you to be here in the tech field?
It will probably be the professors that I, 1 2 weeks, okay. And they gave me that insight of what you should expect when you go to the tech field and how it is being that they're the one who's teaching me.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's nothing really.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, sir?
Well, I would say before I moved to the United States in 2016, I actually didn't have any idea about what I planned on doing. I didn't even know about the business that I'm doing right now. But the relative that I met when I came here that owned the same business, he introduced me to the business. I had no idea what was going on, so I got to learn a lot from him, and then mastered it, and then went on and did my own thing. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's crazy that I feel like when people who went to school to the university and studied maybe computer science or IT in general, and versus someone who was a social worker and actually went into IT, I feel like their experiences is different because with someone like you, right? You never experienced any gatekeeping because you went to school for IT. So you knew what you wanted and stuff like that. Versus someone who was a social worker or the person is in one career to IT, they don't really know much on what they need in order for them to even get into the IT world. They're not sure about the certifications that they need for them to be successful. Like someone like me, I did experience gatekeeping before I actually was able to get into the IT field. So it's kind of funny and it's a different experience. So I will say that it's good for you that you never experienced any gatekeeping. And you, I mean, I wouldn't say yours. Yeah, yours was sort of gatekeeping, but when I say gatekeeping, like going to somebody for information that you need this information or what you need to do to be in this field, and they're going to tell you they will gatekeep it.
Oh yes, I faced that too because I gave you one aspect of gatekeeping. I have cousins that were so-called into the IT field before, for a number of years before I came. And when I asked them, they told me to go back to college. And this is
Really?
yeah, this is me coming with a master's degree in IT, although not from the United States, and a bachelor as well in computer science, not from here as well. And they told me, they're not. Basically, he trashed my degree and told me that I have to go back to school and get a US degree. Now there are there are organizations like WES that can convert your degree to a US degree. These are some of the things that I expected him to tell me about. And maybe he didn't know about it, but to me it was, you gave me a negative feedback from the get-go, from the jump. So it's some kind of gatekeeping, if you ask.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. So what advice would you get to somebody who's trying to break through in your career field? And we'll start with you. What would you, advise them?
I'll tell you that IT is not for the weak. You have to know this is the field you're getting into. First of all, get a degree in computer science.
Absolutely.
Get a degree in computer science and know your mathematics, know your statistics very well. And IT is so broad. Now I'm in the data field. You have to know databases, you have to know ETL, you have to know data structures, algorithms. These are the things that you have to learn to get to my part of the field. Having a kind of a foresight that this is what you're going to get into. You have to train yourself to take certifications, pay attention to detail, because my field is pretty much detailed. I work in production environments so much, and any little thing can bring the whole production down. So your background is very key. Computer science or information technology bachelor is key to this, and having a kind of a tunnel vision to this is what you're trying to achieve, this is what you want to be in life. You visualize yourself doing this course, and I think that's the first thing you need to do.
So you mentioned like going back to school to get a degree. So if somebody doesn't want to get a degree, they just want to get like certifications. Do you think they can do that and get into the field?
Yes, you can be successful. I'm giving the chances will be slim, because if you don't have the basics, you will have holes in your knowledge.
Okay.
And it will eventually show on the job. Now, I'm not going to shoot down any African that cuts the corners to get by, because I'm all for it. But try to get some knowledge from YouTube, from Code Camp. I can't believe I'm shouting them out on your podcast.
Free promo.
Yes. So they should
Cut the check.
they should cut the check. So yes, go on YouTube, update yourself with the latest knowledge in IT in computer science, learn a programming language. It could be Python, it could be SQL, it could be PowerShell, it could be C++, it could be C Sharp or Java. Get one under your belt because that will help you when you're trying to automate things and write programs.
Okay. What about you, Fatima?
One thing I wanted to add that he said is um, there's no degree in IT. That's what I want to say that is a lot of people go to school to get a bachelor's in information technology. It doesn't exist.
Why do you say that?
So is now that a lot of universities want to get your money so they can make you have a degree in IT. You can learn IT on your own. Yes. You don't have to go to school. So now, if you want a degree, like a bachelor's, they get a bachelor's in computer science, which is like the traditional degree that everybody gets, right? And the reason for computer science is that from computer science, you can divert in whatever IT field you want to do. Because computer science is very, very broad. You can do programming, you can do security, you can do whatever you want to do. But it's a general degree. Now, getting a degree in IT, I feel like it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money because whatever they're teaching you is just you can learn that in 3 months. You can learn that in the theories. You don't need a degree for it. You can get certifications. I'm just making it aware. I have a lot of friends who don't have a degree, but they do way better than people have in those IT fields. So, so for somebody who's getting into IT, I always tell them, don't go wishing they want to get a degree in IT, right? Whatever you did or whatever you have is okay for you. Now, if you go and get the certifications, well, first you have to determine what field you want to do in IT, because IT is not just one thing, it's broad. So if somebody like computer security, you can start from the security plus, which is the basics, right? Once you get security plus, then you can decide, okay, you're getting your feet wet, right? You can now decide if you want to like work on security. Now you want it. Because it's also broad. You can do whatever management, you can do pen testing, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So if you now identify that part that you want to do, you can now focus on the certifications that get you towards that part. But security plus is more like the general of it. Right. Once you have security plus, I know some basics in security. I can determine what a port is, or port 40, port 80, whatever the case is. Now, which one of them do I want to do? Do I see myself doing vulnerability, which is more technical? A lot of people want to do that. Or do I want to see myself doing policy? Right. So when you now identify that box, you can say, okay, now I can settle in this, and that's where I see my strong attributes in it. So for somebody who doesn't have an experience in anything IT in general, first of all, you need to identify what sort of IT you want to do. Just read up a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Whichever one that you see that gives you that zeal and power to learn it, that's what your period is. Focus on that part and get it.
Okay. All right. So I have something to say regarding what you said, right? Yeah. You said that IT does not need a degree. Yeah. Okay. So
how many degrees do you have?
Exactly. How many degrees do you have? How many certifications do you have?
Listen. All right.
Okay.
I have a bachelor's in computer science. So that is already a strong foundation. Okay. If I don't want to get a degree in any kind of IT, I can go ahead and do it. There's somebody who doesn't have any kind of background in IT. You don't need an IT degree.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Someone like you, or like the both of you, right? Let's say, for example, if they want to choose someone to be in a managerial role, right? Okay. And someone who does not have a degree in IT, but they have certifications. 3 of you applied to a job, right? A job role. More of a leadership role, right? They look at the 3 of you credentials. Who do you think they're going to get?
Of course, they're going to pull you to have a degree, right? That's fine because that's what they're looking for.
Exactly.
But for somebody who is coming into IT, who doesn't have any kind of IT background, let's say you have a degree in psychology, whatever. Right? Yes. You don't have any.
And then that person has few certs.
Right.
That you're working with.
Right. You don't get a master's in IT.
So I'm asking you. If you apply, if the 3 of you apply to a leadership role, right? Who do you think you're going to give that position to? You have degrees in IT. You have a master's degree. You have a doctorate degree, right? And you have certifications. Good certifications, right? Versus somebody who does not have any degree in IT. They just have certifications. Who do you think they're going to give that job to? They have 2 leadership positions.
Let me come in here. Now, in this scenario, they will give the person that has the degrees.
Right.
Because now there is, when you start going into leadership roles,
Right.
you are leaving technical and you're going into administrative.
Right.
Yes.
Now, the degrees and the masters, the doctorates will teach you the administrative side.
Right.
They will polish you and you will go beyond being technical. But if they ask who knows the job, like underground job, what are you doing the day to day? The guy with the certificates probably would know it, but would not be able to see the bigger picture.
Right.
You with the bachelor and the doctorate masters, you would be operating on a higher level. You will be able to get that guy with the certificates and a bunch of other folks and put them in a project.
Right.
And assign tasks to them for them to resolve.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So you are the guy that would, I'm not saying that the guy with the certificate will never rise.
Of course. Yeah.
He would rise, but you with the degree would be the cream of the crop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
at some point, that person would need to get maybe a master's degree or something in IT or cybersecurity.
To go managerial.
Managerial role, yes.
Well, yes, and also your years of experience can count.
Years of experience, yes.
So if you want to get to that point of being a manager, whatever the role is, assuming you don't have the degrees and you've been in the field for too long, right?
Right.
They can substitute whatever years you have for the degree and say, okay, you've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Right. So we can actually give you a shot to try this position.
Yeah.
I mean that you've been there for a while.
Okay.
But you don't need an IT degree. If you don't have any,
you don't need to wait your money.
Oh, okay. And what about you, sir? Would you advise anybody to maybe get like a degree that focuses on business, finance? Or is it something that you think they can do without, and it's something that's, you can learn along the way through?
I mean, I have a degree in computer science. Most of my friends are not. But I don't think what I'm doing right now requires a degree. It just requires experience. You have to learn first, and it requires money, and it requires location. So in my line of business is all about finding the better location and having enough money for inventories to be able to, compete with others. Because I'm not the only one in it. So there's always a competition out here. So you have to be able to have the best products and be able to have inventories to deliver them. So it's very simple. Find the location, have the money. I would advise not to borrow money because you get a lot of interest. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, you will still be paying the bank. Right? So you don't want exactly. So it's much better that you don't borrow money. Just save up money, start low as much as you can, and get on with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And
next time on Cynthia and Friends.
Two individuals come together to become one. They have one joint account.
but I want us to start being honest, right?
It's her person, and she should never ask you.
Damn.
They shock you.
She never asked you. So she asked you for money.
My money until
I'm not. Cynthia, when you get married and the money in your separate accounts, is it your husband's money? Just your money.
Just they play. Just they play.
Until you and your wife together can agree on a decision.